Check that one again. Can you hear me? Hey! Hope you're well. Hope you can see me and hear me. It is a gorgeous day out there, so if you have decided to be out in the sun instead of here with me, I wouldn't really blame you, especially in Scotland because we don't often get gorgeous weather like this. But I do have some really, really cool goodies to show you, which I have right here beside me. Put them up on my screen. My craft room is still looking tidy. Let's see how long that lasts. Just ignore the cable stuff that's kind of going on with the TV off to one side. That's getting started. Don't worry. But all right. So if you are there, then say hi in the chat because I think that should show up beside me. Otherwise, I'm just going to crack on. All right. So let's flip around. I've got an extra light that I've put on tonight, which should hopefully make it a little brighter. Although there's quite a big, if there's, do you know what? I'm going to put this light off and I've got the side lights on. And if you think I need this one, then we'll put it back on. But I'm going to leave it off for just now, just because it's quite glaring. So, new items. So these are, hey Shona, you're here, lovely. So I can see a comment from people on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, then hi to you too. If you are, then I should be able to see your comments as well. So nothing's showing up yet, but we'll wait and see. Right, new goodies out of the autumn-winter, not the autumn-winter, out of the new annual catalogue. So, well, I say autumn-winter. There might be an advanced sneak peek. I say might be. There's going to be. I'm going to show you that at the end, but let me show you some other stuff first of all. And then if we've got time at the end as well, I'm going to show you the latest kit too. So let's start off with, so this is the Kintsugi suite. So Kintsugi is the Japanese term for when something is broken and you make it with, you repair it with gold. So this is the Inspiring Imperfections stamp set, which is beautiful. You've got these beautiful Japanese style vase and cup. And then you have the cracks, which you can put on and do with gold embossing. You don't have to. You can have the vase and the cup perfect, or you can have them with the cracks and make them beautiful. I like the sentiments as well. Thanks for helping me through this difficult time. You inspire me. There is beauty in your history. I know you'll get through this and be stronger for it, and I'm here for you. And then you've got this lovely flower, little flower piece there. So this is a photopolymer stamp set. It's got 11 stamps in it. It has the matching die. So we'll take that out, show you what this is all about. So you have got 9 dies on here. So you've got the vase and the cup to cut out the vase and the cup. You've got out the flower to cut out the flower. You have the 2 different cracks. Now, these cracks might actually be, yeah, they are. So these cracks are the same as the stamped ones. So you could, I suppose, if you wanted, stamp, the big one is, the little one isn't. So it is a separate independent crack. But the big one cuts out the same crack that's on there. And I think, I'm just going to check this, because there's an embossing folder that goes with this as well. And I think, does this crack fit in? You know, we'll just need to have a play with it, figure out how this works, because I was sure that there was a way that the gold, maybe it's just people have just cut it cleverly. If anyone's in the chat knows how this works, please feel free to jump in. I don't think these pieces, see, that one kind of fits. Anyway, you have this beautiful embossing folder, which, do you know, let me put the light on and see if that helps you to see these patterns. What do we think? Light on or light off? You tell me what you prefer. I'm worried that the reflection from the light is too annoying. Let's try it with the light off. Make any difference? Possibly not. But you've got the flower piece there on the embossing folder. Let's put the white behind it, that'll help. So there's flowers, there's kind of like diamond patterns, there's the crack kintsugi style, there's more tiny little flower patterns on there. Light on? Okay. If you think that's best, Shona, I will not disagree. Yeah. Okay, so lovely embossing folder. I will put that back into its plastic wallet. And then we've got the dies with the shapes. I'm going to keep the dies out because, oh, you've also got this little ripped label piece, which is quite cute. Because we have got, this is the Kintsugi Inspirations 12 by 12 Specialty Designer Series paper. So this stuff is just stunning. Wait till you see this. So you've got, oh, I should tell you what the colours are, shouldn't I? Basic beige, cloud cover, lost lagoon, misty moonlight, old olive, petal pink, and gold. So this first one is the white with the gold. And then on the other side, you've got this beautiful swirly blue pattern. Then you have this, I just think it's lovely. It's almost like a mosaic. But you've got the gold on there too. And then this is on the other side, which is that very pale, it's kind of like the cloud cover, pale blue background with some lost lagoon. Then we've got this, I wish you could see this in the flesh because the gold is just so striking. So you've got the blue flowers, but then with these gold patterned outline on the top. Then it's got the petal pink on the other side. This one, this is why I kept out the dies, because this piece here, and you can see the gold and the way that shines, but the dies cut out shapes, and it also cuts out the vase, and it also cuts out the flower. So 3 of the dies cut out the shapes on this DSP. The other thing that I really like that they've done is that the DSP, the shapes are laid out on it, so you don't have half of a shape going over the edge of the designer series paper. Hey, Margaret. You've just got entire pieces. So no more partial shapes that you have to kind of figure out how you're going to cut them. Let's put these dies back on the sheet. I will put that into its wallet now. I'm already starting to see some beautiful cards and samples made using this stamp set and die. It's just something a bit different, and it is really, really beautiful. Right, we've only got partway through the paper though. So you've got the vase, the cups and the flowers, and on the other side you've got this pale blue cloud cover patterned background. Then you've got this basic beige with the gold and just little branches coming off it as well, with misty moonlight patterned background. And then the final one, so your misty moonlight with the gold kintsugi cracks, and then a petal pink in the background there. Hey Karen, don't worry, we're only really just started. We're showing off the Kintsugi suite, which is one of my favourites. So as always, one of my top tips when you buy a pack of designer series paper, go through it, open it all up, have a look at all the different pages, find your favourite page, which for me I think is this one with the flowers, and put that on the top. So then when you put your paper back into its packet, when it's sitting on your shelf or in your cupboard or in your box or your stash or wherever you keep your paper, as you're flicking through your packs, if you see your favourite one, you're more likely to pull it out and craft with it. So always make sure your favourite one is at the top of the pile. Hey Julie, glad you're here. Oh, last piece in the Kintsugi suite are these really cute embellishments. They're called flower accents. They're gold. They come in 2 different sizes. They could be flowers. They could also be round starbursts, almost like not snowflakes. Sunflowers is the word I was looking for. But they're part of this suite as well. Right, next thing to show you from the new annual catalogue is the Extraordinary Flora bundle. So you have this, it's a photopolymer stamp set. There are 5 stamps in the set. You have some lovely sentiments. So for the extraordinary couple, congratulations with love. You have this little line piece as well. And then you've got this one stamp with all of these flowers, which is a nice idea to have one stamp that's got a whole load of flowers. I might try and find some sort of diffuser for this light. I wonder if I change the mode, will that make it any better? Let's drop it down a little, see if that helps. There is a coordinating die with this particular stamp set, and there is only one die in the pack, and it cuts out all of these flowers. So you've got, let me pop this off the sheet here, try and do it without taking all the adhesive off. Wish I knew where Stampin' Up got the adhesive that they stick their dies on with. It's very, very good stuff. So you have the stamps, you have the die that cuts out all of the different stamps. But that's not all, is it? For those of you who have been browsing through the catalogue or who were with me in Strasbourg and saw me get really excited, you've seen this. But Emma, what is that? Let me get a pair of scissors. I'm going to open this up and show you. Because this stuff is just stunning. I'm amazed that I haven't actually cracked it open and started playing with it, because life has been a bit busy, but you got to make time. You got to make time for the things that you love, don't you? And I love crafting, so this is some of the widest washi tape I have ever seen. Just look at this. I'm going to start the peel top and bottom because I don't want to rip it. Isn't it pretty? And then the die, if I just stick this down slightly, the die cuts out from the washi tape. Now, what you might not realise is this first segment of the washi tape, the flowers are pinks and golds. But if you keep pulling, the next set of flowers are blues and purples. You see? So you get two different looks depending on which segment you use. So one piece of the washi tape is actually about 12 inches across. So the die cuts out there, but then also cuts out there. Oh, it's just so gorgeous. And you're like, but Emma, how do you cut stuff out of washi tape? I'm so confused. What you can do is you can stick it onto window sheet and then run it through your cut and emboss machine using the die. And then you've got all of these individual flowers as individual stickers. And it's just so cute. Again, seeing some beautiful, beautiful cards made with this. Can't wait to get started on it myself. I can see this being a firm favourite. Right, so Extraordinary Flora, the stamp set, the die, and the washi tape. Lovely stuff. What else have we got? So, I've got this stamp set, which I saw it and I loved it. It's called Encircled with Love. It's got some beautiful sentiments here. So happy birthday wishes, you're on my mind and in my heart. With love, a little something for you, thank you, way to go, and then that little sorry in the centre. 7 stamps there, photopolymer stamp set, coordinates with one of our punches, which at the time I bought this, the punch was out of stock, but it is back in stock now, so I'll be adding that to my next order. There's not a bundle discount on that one, so I don't feel like I've missed out. Nearly showed you something too soon there. Let's not do that just yet. This is Lost Lagoon cording, which is such a beautiful colour. And the cord itself is just so soft. It is definitely a true cord rather than a ribbon or a twine. It's definitely round, so it doesn't have flat edges. Here's my ultimate test. How does it bow? Does it bow? How does it tie? So quite slippy. Slippier than your average ribbon, which is why maybe I'm taking longer than usual to tie a bow. Not really selling this particularly well. It is very pretty. There we go. I do think that is a very pretty bow. And the more you use it, the easier it gets. You just need to remember that it is quite slippy and it slips through your fingers really easily. I can see me using it on cards, almost like crisscrossing across a card. I think that would look really pretty. Yeah, beautiful stuff. The Lost Lagoon cording, very shimmery, almost satiny. Look at this. This is the biggest set of dies I have ever seen. For context, stamp set. That's a stamp set. That's a set of dies. That's my hand beside it. So that again gives you an idea. There you go. Here's a pair of scissors next to these dies. These dies are massive. What do we think such a large envelope would contain? Well, let me show you. These are the party alphabet dies. So again, these guys are big. So let's start at the very beginning, as Julie Walters taught us. That's the size of the letter A. Okay, that's it in the palm of my hand. Let me find a ruler. What am I doing? There's a ruler on here. So these letters are 4 centimeters wide and 6 centimeters high. For those who are following along in inches, they are, that makes it about just over just about an inch and a half by 2¼ inches, I would say. So these are large letters. They are great for cards, for personalised projects, for scrapbooking. One thing, which I'm not going to lie, it surprised me when I opened this packet. See if you can spot it. They're not in alphabetical order. And it did throw me a little bit at first. So you've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, because I'm not American. Now you know your ABCs, won't you come and craft with me? You've also got 2 dots here and a chapeau, as they say in France, for you to do you've got little accent pieces here and squiggles. This one here, I'm pretty sure, is an exclamation mark, but we don't have a question mark. We do have a C with a hook underneath. We've got some of the German letters. We've got an ampersand. You've got, again, some of the merged letters that you see in other languages. All in all, we have got 36 dies in this set. It is not cheap. I'm not going to pretend it's cheap, but it is an investment, and it's the sort of thing which I know I'm going to use. I've got a lot of small letter dies. I've got mini alphabets coming out of my ears. This one is going to be really good, especially for any of my lovely team who are wondering about what their team gifts this Christmas may look like. Don't be surprised if these get cracked out. Okay, what else do I have to show you? I'm saving that to the end. Right. Very boring, but actually really cool. These are my memory protectors, my 12 by 12 packs. I've also bought the album, the 12 by 12 black album, scrapbooking album. There is a scrapbooking retreat, which is going to be running in July. It's a 3-day virtual event, but for anybody who purchases it with me, you can come to my house the weekend. So the event itself is a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I will not be taking the time off work to go to it, but I will be opening my house up on the Saturday and the Sunday to anyone who wants to purchase the retreat and then come along and craft with me. So the online retreat includes all of the videos, 12 layouts. All of your pieces are pre-cut for you and you get all the instructions. So if you've ever been interested in doing scrapbooking, this is the event for you. For those who buy it from me and come along on the Saturday and Sunday to craft with me together to make it up, I will also include a certain number of free photos. So 4 free photos per layout. There's 12 layouts, so that's 48 free photos that you'll get to complete, or at least get a head start on completing this scrapbooking kit with me. So if you're interested in scrapbooking, that's why I bought these, because I am so excited to do this scrapbooking virtual retreat and hopefully host you around at mine and we can all scrapbook together. I know I have loads of pictures that I keep meaning to scrapbook, keep meaning to sort. So this is going to be my kick up the bum to get it done. Next, now you see, I've got a kit to show you and then I've got an advanced sneak peek to show you. if I show you the advanced sneak peek first and then show you the kit, then we can actually make the kit, open it up and make it together. Does that sound, would anybody be interested in seeing the whole of a kit, or do you just want to see the kit like as a sneak peek now and then see the other sneak peek and call it a night? Somebody let me know in the comments if you're interested in seeing the kit. What am I saying? I know what you like. I know you want to see it being made. While you are deciding about that, I'm just going to take this out of the packaging because it is very, very pretty. And I am super excited to share this with you. Okay, while you're deciding, I'm going to show you, this is an absolute advanced sneak peek. You want to see it all? Of course you do, Shona. So this is a sneak peek from something that's going to be in the autumn winter book. So this book doesn't come out until September. This is the Christmas book. But when you're a demonstrator, you get a chance to buy some stuff in advance. And next month, we are having an event called Creativity Now. Again, if you're a team member, you're welcome to come along to my house and get to see the stuff on TV and enjoy crafting along. But you were only allowed to purchase the items if you had registered, and registration has closed. I registered because I love the suite. This is a suite called Peace on Earth. So first of all, you have the stamp set, which says love, peace, love and joy, sending, wishing you all the best in your new adventure, with deepest sympathy. So not just Christmas. In fact, the Peace on Earth one is arguably the only one that is Christmas themed, and I'm really saying that, stretching it. Heartfelt prayers, and then this one, big hugs for a good friend. I love this. The dies that go with it. So this is the bundle, and you have these two doves, which are beautiful. A die that cuts out two little envelopes. You've got this one here, which is like 3 stars. You've got 2 different sizes of the same shape of label. And then you've got 2 different branches here. Then you have got a 3D embossing folder, which again is one of these ones where you can, it's one of these ones where you can cut and emboss at the same time. So you can put you need to be careful. You only do this with dies where it says you can actually do that. And I'm just checking, is this a hybrid? You know what? It doesn't actually say it's a hybrid. Don't do this. I'm not 100% sure that this is a hybrid. I will look into it and check it out though. But you have this beautiful embossing folder. That's what it looks like. And then you've got the die for that shape in the center, which may or may not be a hybrid. It doesn't actually say on here hybrid, so I am wary of telling you to do that, because you should not put your dies into your embossing folders unless you're 100% sure you've got a hybrid embossing folder. And I am no longer 100% sure. Right, what else do we have with this suite? This is the Peaceful Garden Designer Series paper. So let's crack it open and show you what this looks like. So the colours here, basic beige, cloud cover, crumb cake, misty moonlight, pecan pie, and secret sea. So it is all the blues and navies. So this one to begin with. And then this kind of, so the secret sea, it's the darker blue with these lovely little stars on the back. This is more of your misty moonlight with cloud cover. And again, kind of like a checkered pattern on the back. This is just beautiful with the doves. Really cute. And then the misty moonlight and this kind of vine imagery on the back. This one just looks like a window with the rain has been falling. And then more of these navy and cloud cover. This, I love this colour combination, by the way. The kind of Misty Moonlight, cloudy cover, soft, Secret Sea. Secret Sea, Secret Sky. More of your doves there, holding the olive branch. Some basic beige crumb cake at the back. And then this is your Secret Sky. I think Scary Sky was what Julie was calling it at one point. Not this Julie, different Julie. And then kind of those textures on the back. The other thing which goes with this suite, the Peaceful Garden 12 by 12 glimmer paper. Yep, I said it. Glimmer paper. Look at this. Look at it. It is just so shiny. Just double checking those colours there. Blue, dark grey and soft green. I would say that that's very close if you look at the papers here. So this is almost like a slightly brighter version of Misty Moonlight. Could almost be a bit like Blueberry Bushel. This one here, they're calling it grey, but it's very much like that Secret Sky, isn't it? Goes really well with that shade. And then they can call that soft green all they like, but I'm calling that cloud cover. Look, trying to show you the colours. I'm going to just turn the lights off to see if it helps a little bit with that one, because these colours are so similar. It's hard to see in the light. But this was one of the reasons why I got this suite, because these blues, yeah, I just love these glimmer. I love glimmer paper anyway, but glimmer paper in blues, this is my dream come true. All I need now is for them to also do it in purples. And then that's, as Tom calls it, a frozen winter card, where it's all frozen colours of blues and lilacs and navies. And I love the traditional red, green and gold, don't get me wrong, but there's something about blue and silver that's just beautiful. Oh, and then we've got the Misty Moonlight and silver edged ribbon. This stuff is just beautiful. Let's tie the bow with that. So that's my go-to standard. How does it bow? It bows beautifully. And it goes gorgeous with the DSP or the glimmer, or a bit of everything. And I'm not even finished. Look at these. They're called hues of blue flowers, but these could just as easily be little stars. I'm going to open it up so that you can see all of the colours, because those ones are kind of hidden under the flap at the end. So you've got your Scary Sky, your Misty Moonlight, your cloud cover, and then these ones are white rather than translucent. Just put my hand under there so you can see them. But the whole lot together, just this whole suite, is amazing. I want to see when it's going to be available for people, because I do want to do a Christmas in July class this year. The Christmas in July last year went down really well, and I want to do another one, but I need to see what projects I can do out of what products I've got. So, right, let me put all of this stuff to one side and we will get on to the last thing I've got to show you, which is the latest kit. And if you're not all completely bored, then I will open up the kit and we will make at least one of the cards, maybe more. Tell me what you think. Are you bored? Have you had enough? Or do you want to see the newest kit. And yeah, Shona, I am just teasing. I know you want to see it all. Gotta create some space first. Gotta make space for all the beautiful things to come out and be played with. Just for those who are thinking of shopping, when you shop online, you get 10% rewards for orders of £20 or more. So if you're spending £20 or more, it's like product credit. So if you were to spend £50, then you would get £5 of Stampin' Rewards to spend on your next order. The threshold for Stampin' Rewards used to be £150. Now it is only £20. So it is a good incentive to shop online. You would like to see it as well, Karen. Good. This is the Beautiful Blues kit, which I know some of you have seen online already or seen in the catalogue, but you really need to see it in the flesh. So we start off with a Night of Navy spot. Then we have a stamp set. You're in my thoughts, wishing you comfort, sending love, and then this branch leafy piece as well. This is the kit. It is so lovely. Right. Cut it open. This is not a kit which has twine or ribbon, which means you don't need anything for this kit, not even a pair of scissors. Although, as you'll see, I am using a pair of scissors to get into it. That's just because I'm going to want to slip it back into this plastic sleeve when I'm done. Right, let's start off with the instructions. Always a good start. There are 3 different card designs here, and you get enough to make 3 of each, so 9 in this set. The colours for this set are Basic White, Blueberry Bushel, and Night of Navy. And I will tell you how much it costs, which in retrospect is something I should have checked at the start. But I can check it now. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to get my bone folder to help me with this. And I'm also going to use my large Night of Navy ink pad rather than opening the mini spot, because as you know, I give them away as gifts. The Beautiful Blues kit is £22. So you get to make 9 cards. You then have the stamp set and the spot and everything else, £22. So what do you get for your pennies? We've got a little bag here with some foam dimensions. And then we've got, oh, these are cute. Show them up to the screen. Put the white behind them so you can see them better. So these are like blueberry bushel coloured, I would say. And they have got a facet to them. They've also got like a glitter through them as well. So they are really sparkly and really shiny on £2. Next, we've got the clear block and the tear tape. This is thinner tear tape than we've had in the past, which is interesting. The clear block and the spot I'm actually just going to tuck in there together, and then that can get paired up as a customer gift, which means I also now need to pull out a clear block of my own. Next, let's have a look at our other bits and pieces. So at the top we have the envelopes. So there are 9 envelopes with the printed flap plain on the inside. They're all the same the envelopes. So 3 different designs of cards, but all the envelopes are the same. Then we've got, this is obviously one of the card fronts. So you've got this printed blue on it, which is beautiful. This set of little tickets and labels. It might not show up clearly in the light, but those are actually blue outlines or navy outlines rather than black. Nice. So move that over here so you can see everything that we've got going. Next we've got, oh wow, these card blanks are just stunning. They really are. White on the reverse, this misty moonlight. It's almost like, you know what people do with denim and bleach? It's almost like that. Again, the last 3 cards here. Just such a beautiful kit. Let's tip out the last pieces on here. So we have some die cut or some laser cut pieces here that just pop out for you. Everything is pre-cut. Flowers, the backdrop, the white bit there. And then we've got, oh, these are lovely. I'm going to be quite delicate with these, I think. But you've got these frame pieces. They are really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to pick one of the cards to begin with. And then you guys, so the first card we're going to do is that one in the middle, because it's the first one with the instructions. And then for the second one, do you want to do the one on the left or the one on the right with the delicate frame? So let me know. If we've got time, we'll do all 3, but we might only have time for 2 because I realise we've been going for a wee while now and I don't want to bore you guys silly. So let's start off though with the white background one. Okay. So this one, this is interesting. According to the instructions, before we start, we're going to stamp on the inside of the card using this leafy piece, which is interesting. Very pretty. Delicate frame, says Karen. Okie dokie. I can make that happen. Right. So, having done the leafy piece first, next we use You're in My Thoughts. Now, we are going to stamp this on one of these long tag pieces. So forgive me if you see my head here. Cool. What do you think of this particular kit? Is it one you think you would go for? Do you like the blues? Or do you think the kits are... Some people think the kits are cheating. I know, because you're very creative. We have lots of very, very creative people that I know. And yes, you could probably do similar things yourself with dies and stamps that you've got. Sometimes it's just easier. All right, sometimes it's like having a ready meal instead of cooking everything from scratch. It doesn't mean that the meal's not delicious. It just means that you wanted an easier experience. Especially if you're in a hurry or you've forgotten that you need a card for someone. Oh, you see, I've done that wrong. I need to pay attention, Emma. There we go. I peeled off though. Right, you use some of this tear tape. It is, the blues are lovely. It's very pretty. Right, tear tape on there. Have my take a pick tool to help me peel out the bits, but scissors will do in a snip. See what I did there? Right, so tear tape on that piece there, and then the sentiment goes over the top, like so. And then on the back of that goes my foam dimensionals. And then this sits on here, like so. And then we've got 3 of these. They're all the same size, so you don't need to worry about, is it meant to be big ones, little ones? By the way, this is me using Tom's sliding technique. So what he does is he takes the sheet, because these are on like a sheet of acetate, places the dot where he wants it, and then holds it with his finger and pulls the sheet away. And it just slides off and sticks in the place you want. So that's that finished card. I think that's really pretty. Okay, what did we say we wanted to see now? The one with the delicate frame. Okie dokie. So let's take the delicate frame, and it uses this card blank, which we shall so. Right, so this is why we've got thinner tear tape to make this bit easier, which is good. Long pieces on both top and bottom. Both left and right. And then top and bottom, for reasons which I'm not entirely sure, it wants you to do 2 little pieces rather than a long piece all the way along. I don't know why. I'm not going to argue. Because sometimes I like the challenge of creating my own designs and coming up with stuff. Other times I'm happy to be guided by someone else. And I know some of you are like that as well. I know whenever I've run classes, some of you like to just be guided by somebody else. Making it easy on us all. Shouldn't have to be hard. Right. This one is the sending love sentiment. So I think it's that smaller of the tag. So let's pick that up. You kind of do see the top of my head when I do this, don't you? Kind of have to duck to get underneath the light. I'm still refining my setup. I am pleased with the way that it looks with my desk and the lights and the camera, but I still think some fine tuning is required. For anyone who's still not been round to see it yet, you are very welcome. Just let me know when you'd like to come and play. Right. So, first things first, we're going to peel these little pieces off and then stick this frame onto the card blank. So the whole thing goes down flat. It doesn't have foam pads on it. But you do have this beautiful texture on the card blank itself. So I think this is going to be really quite striking. Right, there is a right way up and a wrong way up. So that's the right way up. Check my card opens the right way. And looking at it, do you know what? Before I stick that down, because I've peeled all the backing off, let's just check to see how this is positioned. Yeah, so it has a little bit of an edge, a little bit of a border all the way around, okay? Check that with the one without the glue. Now, the one that does have the glue, I'm going to stick it on. And the way that I'm going to line this up, I'm going to do the narrower edge because it's easier to see. And then I'm going to make sure that the top and bottom are the same dimensions as this piece here, okay? So if I partially stick this down and then bring it up to show you, do you see that? So this border piece here is about the same as there and there, which means when I put the whole thing down, she says hopefully, it will fit and it will be in the centre. And it is, and I'm pleased with that. That looks really nice. Okay, next we take this piece here with the Misty Moonlight and the white, and we're going to put 4 foam pads on the back because that's what the instructions tell me to do. And then this piece sticks on about there. And then the Sending Love piece uses tear tape on the back. Tear tape is such a great invention. I used to love red tape, but it was such a faff getting the backing off. Whereas tear tape, you just tear it and then you peel it and you're done. Nice and easy. Sending Love sticks flat on there. And then some more of these gems. Where have they put them? Put one there. They've put one there. And then one down at the bottom. There we go. What do you think? Have we got time to do the last one? They don't take too long, do they? You okay to give me another couple of minutes just to do the last one? I'll be really quick. Where's the tag? Right. Sending you comfort. It's always handy to have sympathy cards on hand, just in case. It's these occasions that we never want to have to use them. But they do come up from time to time, don't they? Wishing you comfort, not sending you comfort. Beautiful card though. You're happy to hang around for a little bit longer then, Karen. And You'll get the last one on catch up, Shauna. No problem. Go and have a lovely time with your visitors. Next time the visitors get to watch the Facebook Live as well, I'll not be offended. Right. The last piece then to pop out is this white piece. I do like that when they have these white leafy pieces that are quite delicate and can be a little fiddly, they have a center larger piece, like a rectangle, which is a piece for you to handle and to stick onto. So rather than that be 3 separate sprigs, it's one piece with a almost like anchor point in the center. It just makes so much more sense. Right. Let's use the last of these card blanks. Just gorgeous. We're using tear tape down the center of our sprig piece. And then our tag sticks on the top, like so. How far over does it go? Right there. Go. Then we need 4 foam pads on the back. And then this sticks on down here. And then more of these gorgeous sparkly blue gems. Sometimes I really wish these gems from the kits, they would sell separately, like an entire pack of them, because they are sometimes really beautiful. What do you think? Wishing you comfort. Hey Ali, we are just about to finish, not gonna lie. But yeah, those are our 3 cards from the Beautiful Blues kit. So does anybody have a favourite? So you've got the first one we did, which was the white background one. Then you have the second one, which was the blue background and the delicate frame. And then this final one, Wishing You Comfort, with the white flowers. Let me know which one is your favourite. And if this is a kit that you would get, or if it's not for you. Right. So, see if I can flip back. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to turn that massive light off. It's been great fun. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and I will be sending an email out this evening. There you go, I'm committed to doing it, with the tutorial from the previous Facebook Live of the card that I made, and you wanted the dimensions for the cube box. I've got that all typed up, just need to send it, so I'm going to do that tonight. If you're not on my mailing list and you would like to be, then drop me a message, a private message with your email address, and I'll send the information out to you. And if you've got any questions about anything, or if you'd like to get your hands on any of the goodies, then please do reach out and chat. Okay, take care everyone. Happy evening. Happy crafting.